You don't know what I go through. You only know what I show you. You don't know what I go through. You only know what I show you. I need some time away. I need some time away. I need some time away from all this negative energy. I need some time away, been through a lot and ain't no healing me. I need some time away. Get away, far away, I gotta clear my mind. Seem like they love it when you down and you off your grind. Guess they wanna see me fail, and for that reason I'ma cause hell. Straight out the mud, ain't no time to waste, I gotta get it. My family depend on me, without them I ain't living. It's not a question, everything is given. Praying to God that I never see another prison, cause I've been in and out of jail. I know the feeling when you don't get mad. So I had to make a difference, had to take my shoes in time. I got tired of me tripping. You don't know what I go through. You only know what I show you. You don't know what I go through. You only know what I show you. I need some time away. I need some time away. I need some time away from all this negative energy. I need some time away, been through a lot and ain't no healing me. I need some time away from all this madness. When they ain't around, I hear they talk about me badly. It's okay, I never let it bother me, cause ain't nothing stopping me from succeeding. As long as I'm breathing, they can say whatever. I just let them talk, cause my mama taught me better. Holding down my own, staying focused more than ever. Time to pick the pieces up and put that puzzle back together. Cause lately I've been losing myself, just thinking about things, living for the day, who knows what tomorrow brings. But I'm prepared for whatever I need to get away, so I can get my thoughts together. You don't know what I go through. You only know what I show you. You don't know what I go through. You only know what I show you. I need some time away. I need some time away. I need some time away from all this negative energy. I need some time away, been through a lot and ain't no healing me. I need some time away. I need some time away.
I rack my brain, trying to understand you, trying to figure you out. What are you all about? But you're such an enigma, more like a figment to my imagination, but you're all too real. You're like poison coursing through my veins. You're the cause of all my pleasure and pain. You're a blessing and a curse, and what's worse is I love you. I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. I love you, I love you. I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. I love you, I love you. Your life is dangerous, it's on the edge, and that's where you'll find me, holding your hand, ready and willing to jump, cause you said that we're gonna fly. Can't worry about what's down below, cause your loving gets me so high. I know this must sound crazy and none of this makes sense, but I just don't know what else to do. I just love you. I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. I love you, I love you. I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. like that. I'll go into heaven and plead your case. Wash your sins away. That's what I'll do, 'cause I love you just the way you are. 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 I love you. 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 I do.
Mic on. Yo. Mr. D's, the Open Mic King in the building. And you are tuned into the Vibe on Air. Hey, yo. This show is brought to you by the number one. Because I'm the only one here. But, yo, we going to keep on rocking like we do. Of course. Today, our guest will be in the studio. My man, James Blaque. Tarsha Hamilton, JPennelope will be in the building. So, you know, that's going to be dope. We also will have an appearance by hot young hip-hop artist, young Arson, supposed to be in the building as well. So we're going to be seeing them shortly as well. But, yo, I'm doing the show freestyle, man, myself. PJ had a prior engagement. Poison Ivy, I don't know what happened to her. She had something going on as well. But we're going to do it like we do. Of course, I'm going to bring you the ratchet news, and I'm going to hit you with the sports, because there's a lot to talk about in sports. For real. Cavs that lost their mind. They like evil geniuses. But we're going to talk about that later. If you want to call in to talk to me, feel free, or talk to the guest, feel free, 216-526-1555, 216-526-1555. Feel free to call in. We'll chop it up with you. But, yo, you know what we do. We gonna play some music for y'all, because we showcasing all of Cleveland's talent. If you got music and you want to send it through, feel free to send it to the vibeonair@gmail.com. Send music videos or music, clean music. Preferably, we would like to keep it clean if we can. I got some music from some hot people. I got something from Will Blaze I want to play real quick too. So I'm definitely gonna put that in play, because Will Blaze, he's a dope young brother. So I definitely want to get him some play on the air. We got a lot of music videos. We got a lot of good things going for us today. So, yo, just check us out. Keep tuned in. If you're on Facebook, you know, we stream live on Facebook. We stream live right on YouTube right now. And we also stream it live on Periscope. And if you ain't got Periscope, just go to my Twitter, Mr. D's Bail Bonds, and then stream it right there. But that's going to be changed to the Vibe on Air real soon. So we will have a Twitter eventually, even though I keep screaming I want a Twitter. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But, yes, I will definitely be playing some music for y'all. JPennelope will be in here. They're going to play something live, I understand, when they get here. And we also going to play some of their tracks as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned in, man. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild out. It's going to be all the way just bonkers. So what I'm going to do right here is go to this Will Blaze real quick. But before I do that, you know, we like to show our love to people and empower people. We like to promote people as much as we possibly can. So in saying that, I think I am going to just do this.
You or someone you love need to be freed. Call Mr. Deeds. With immediate response, 24-hour bail bond service for misdemeanor or felony charges, Mr. Deeds is ready, serving all courts in all counties with affordable bail bond service.
Mr. Deeds is who you need to be freed.
Tony Rhodes, CEO, Chocolate Girls, Cleveland, Ohio. You're tuned in to the Vibe on Air.
swear I would do anything. Swear I would do anything. Took a moment back out of love. What I feel just can't deny. If I had to, I would die. But I wanna live the rest of my life. I wanna live the rest of my life. Swear I would do anything. I swear I would do anything. I swear I would do anything. I swear I would do anything.
Here's the remix, baby. Would you be mine? Be mine. Everywhere you for St. Valentine. You can give me flowers. We can go for hours. As long as you be my Valentine.
her no more. You ain't gotta worry about her no more. That's over with, she through out here. It's all about me and you out here. I'll never leave you chopped and screw, cause we do not do screw out here. It's your world, drinks on me, O-N-E, L-U-V. My old girl cool, but she don't fit the new me. You know me, you know P, everyday V-Day, VIP. That mean for my B-A-B, why we gon' do it, B-I-G. In the backseat of my Chevy dog, you know how my song go.
I wanna do it in the backseat.
Look what you done started, what P-T-H-E artist. I promise you with me, I'll never leave you broken hearted. I'm gone.
Would you be mine? Be mine. February 14th, Valentine. You can give me flowers. We can go for hours. As long as you be my Valentine. 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 February 14th, Valentine. Would you be mine? Be mine. February 14th, Valentine. You can give me flowers. We can go for hours. As long as you be my Valentine. 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 February 14th, Valentine.
Yo. Wait for the screen to come back. I ain't know what happened. You know what it is. You tuned in to the Vibe on Air. Mr. Deeds, the open mic king in the building, all by his lonesome, just chilling, all by my damn self. But we about to have JPennelope in the building shortly. I got some stories to tell, some stories to tell. So we gonna hop into this real quick. But yo, remember it's Black History Month, so learn some Black history today. Learn about Benjamin Banneker, Garrett Morgan, things like that. Get you some Black history in your life. Learn about some Black history. If you want to follow us and follow our past shows, whatever, make sure you go to this link right here, right above my head. And it says subscribe. So make sure y'all subscribe to the show. Follow, subscribe, vibe. That's what we going for. Follow, subscribe, vibe. So make sure y'all do that. It's a strange little sound going through the headset, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I ain't gonna worry about it. But yo, we about to jump right off into some real craziness. So hope y'all ready. It's time to do it like this. Mr. D style.
Oh my goodness. If it isn't Little Miss Attitude. She rushing. Girl. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I need a sip.
Not the one boo-boo. You said what? Hold my baby. The ratchet nose.
I'm gonna start off light today, but today in Ratchet News, yes, it's some crazy stuff going on though. If y'all see the picture on the screen, it's gonna trip y'all out because this is real stupid. Spanish police find 8,000 pounds of stolen oranges in a traffic stop. 8,000 pounds. 5 suspects were arrested in southern Spain after police officers carrying out a traffic stop found vehicles loaded with more than 8,000 pounds of stolen oranges. The city authorities in Seville on Tuesday released images of 2 cars and a van overloaded with fruit after an alleged theft in the town of Carmón. The suspects were stopped last week when the police patrol became suspicious of the vehicle driving in a convoy at night. And the city council said that 5 people were detained on suspicion of theft. Who the hell need that many damn oranges? Do you see this? Look, It's which way? It's over there. Do y'all see that? How many oranges that is? That's a lot of damn oranges. They filled up 2 cars and 1 van full of damn oranges that they stole. Now, first of all, my question is this. Why do you need to steal that many oranges? Why do you need to steal oranges? They grow on trees. You can find them for free somewhere. They stole some oranges, man. Look at that. Look at that. I don't even know which way to point. Look at that. All them damn oranges in 1 car. How did he even drive the car? Did they have something in between the back seat to where the oranges went overflowing on top of them as they was driving with 8,000 pounds of damn oranges? That's crazy. He gets they get the where that? I gotta get the right sound effect for them because they gonna need it. Because this is dumb. I can't believe this. This is crazy. Let's see if it works.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. Sit their dumb ass down. 8,000 pounds of damn oranges. That's ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to do. That's a lot. But that's crazy. That's a lot of vitamin damn C. A full day supply. Moving on. In ratchet news, and this got big and all up in my face, so I'm gonna have to do this. But all right, so people go to jail. People don't like going to jail, so they might protest the fact that they're going to jail. But to save you the trouble of Googling how long can you go without pooping, we did it for you. The question is sure to come to mind after reading about this bizarre case that happened in England, where the Essex Police Department are poop watch and tweeting about it. They actually tweeting about this. The police. This is after a suspected drug dealer believed to have had hidden drugs in his body has now, for 21 days, refused to take a dump. The news over there in England reported that the 24-year-old man was arrested on January 17th and has been under supervision since then. With the department's operational Raptor team that arrested him providing updates like this one. Tweeted Wednesday, day 21, week 3. For our man Poop Watch. Still no movement. Items to report. He will remain with us until Friday when we are back in court, where we will be requesting a further 8 days should he not produce anything before the hearing. So this dude pretty much swallowed some drugs. And they wait for him to his body to just, push it out like normal. You know what the body do. The body, just push it out. And this dude won't poop for 21 days, 3 weeks. Now, I don't know how long it takes for somebody to poop, but let me finish the story. This is crazy. Last Friday, they tweeted that the man is being watched by doctors as well and was in fine health at the time. But the police decided to keep the public informed on the man's bowel movements in an effort to squash any illusion that drug dealing is glamorous. The man is reportedly a couple of days away from what the police believe to be the record for a suspect not pooping. 23 days. That's a record. As for the original question, how long can one person go without taking a poop? The Cleveland Clinic says to seek medical help if it's longer than 3 weeks. A 16-year-old British girl died in 2013 after she didn't take a bowel movement for 8 weeks. Damn. You could die if you don't take a dump after 8 weeks? That's crazy. So this dude sitting up here because he know, what I'm saying, he going to be caught up. He going to be caught up because he swallowed the dope or swallowed whatever. And he won't take a poop. And it's been 3 weeks. So by what they just said, he might die if he don't go take a dump soon. Just let it go, bruh. Let it go. Go to the toilet and
Sit your dumb ass down.
take a dump, bruh. Just take a dump. Now, that's crazy. I can't believe it. I don't even like holding my poop for 3 minutes. If I gotta go, I gotta go. And I'm very, 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 very detailed about my poops. So, I like to make sure I'm very clean. So I have the wet wipes, I have the toilet paper. I make sure I'm and we'll talk about that later. But in other news, everybody remember this cat, the grumpy cat. Everybody keep talking about the grumpy cat. There was a big sensation on the internet or whatever. Well, the grumpy cat get money. He gets shmoney, as Cardi B would say. He get money, and it still won't make the cat smile. But Grumpy Cat has won a little scratch. A California jury gave the furry frown queen more than $700,000 this week in federal lawsuits over the use of her identity. Look at my face. According to documents obtained by the Washington Post, owner Tabitha Budenson of Morristown, Arizona, won the lawsuit first, filed 3 years ago against the Grenade Beverage Company. She signed on for the cat to endorse a grumpy cat, Grumpachino. But the company subsequently used the cat's image to help sell other products, which an 8-person jury on Monday found was unauthorized. Wow. Ironically, while the world famous feline Grumpy Cat and her valuable brand are most often invoked in a tongue-in-cheek fashion, defendants' despicable misconducts here has actually given Grumpy Cat and her owner something to be grumpy about. The complaint obtained by the Washington Post stated, Grumpy Cat feels vindicated and feels the jury reached a just verdict, he said. Grumpy Cat, whose dwarfism and underbite gives, and don't nobody care. Cat, somebody just awarded a damn cat some bread. That's over $500,000, man. That's over $500,000 because somebody used the cat's looks, and they gave the cat $700,000, $700K, a cat, because somebody used the cat in an advertisement. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. We can't even get a horse or 40 acres of a mule, but a cat can get $700,000.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy as hell. But that's the ratchet news today, man. I can't even go any further with that, man. That's just nuts. That's the ratchet news.
Oh my goodness. If it isn't Little Miss Attitude. She Russian.
Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. I am not the one, boo-boo. You said what? Hold my baby.
The ratchet news. And now, on to other things.
He could go all the way. 95 yards, 38.
And now, sports.
Today in sports, the Cavs, they trying to do some moves, man. They making some moves. They doing some big things right now. They are doing some big things. First of all, let's talk about the trade. The trade deadline ended today at 3 for the Cavs. So, they had to make some decisions, and they definitely did make some big ones. The first thing is this. The Isaiah Thomas experiment is over in Cleveland, and the Los Angeles Lakers have freed up cap space to go after LeBron and Paul George. Hours before Thursday's 3 p.m. ETA for the trade deadline, the Cavaliers traded their starting point guard and forward Channing Frye to the Lakers for guard Jordan Clarkson and forward Larry Nance Jr. So we about to have another Larry Nance back in Cleveland, which is dope to me. We got 2 young players coming back to Cleveland. That's a great thing. We get to get rid of Isaiah, who's calling all this dissent in the locker room. It's going to be some good stuff. The Lakers also get the Cavaliers protected first-round pick of 2018. That's big. That's big. The Lakers have been trying for months to clear future salaries to go after James if he opts out of his contract and Georgia free agency this summer. Getting the first-round pick gives the Lakers another asset to use to clear additional salaries in the future. But Thomas, who makes $6.3 million, and Channing Frye, who makes $7.4 million, are on expiring contracts. The Lakers now project to have $4.6 million in cap room this summer. The cap space will increase to $6.9 million if they do not bring back Julius Randle, and stretch the $3.7 million owed to Luol Deng over 5 years. Luol Deng. Clarkson is under contract through 2019 to 2020, and Larry Nance's deal runs through 2018 to 19. But Cleveland picks up luxury tax relief with this trade this season. Lakers coach Luke Walton, I don't know why I said Luke Wilson. That made me just sound stupid. Said Thursday that he plans to play Thomas and rookie Lonzo Ball in the backcourt together, even though they are both point guards. Boston traded Thomas to Cleveland, of course, in August in the deal with Kyrie Irving, who said he wanted out of Cleveland. I think it's a good move. We get some young ball players on our team. We get some bigger people, which we need. We need some bigger men on our team. We need some speed. Isaiah, he really didn't want to be here. He was very vocal about how he felt about being in Cleveland and about the team snitching on Kevin Love. So I think it's a good move. Channing Frye, even though Channing Frye could have been an asset, he didn't play as much. He was a scorer, but he just wasn't playing as much. So bye to Channing Frye. Welcome Larry Nance and my man Jordan. But even further in the trade, man, the Cavs trade Dwayne Wade, Jay Crowder, Derrick Rose, and Shumpert, man. They traded them too. Now, look, all of these names we just picked up this year, except for Shumpert. Shumpert, of course, has been with us for quite a few years. He won a ring with us, of course. But now we trading him. And the trade is a great move. We making some good moves. After dealing with Isaiah Thomas and Channing Frye on the Lakers trade, the team moves forward. They were first reported that Cleveland sending Dwayne Wade back to Miami, which is where Dwayne Wade really wanted to be. Dwayne Wade may possibly be retiring after this year. So, of course, he wanted to retire back where, it all started for him, his home. So that'll be a good move for Dwayne Wade. So, you can't get mad at that. And then they're going to trade Derrick Rose to Utah along with Jay Crowder. And Iman Shumpert is going to go to Sacramento. Wow. The Cavs said they acquired a protected 2024 2024 second round pick from the Miami Heat in exchange for Wade. The trade also created a traded player exception for the Cavaliers in the amount of approximately $1.5 million. That's dope. Wade, Crowder, and Rose were new additions this season. Shumpert came to the Cavs with J.R. Smith from the Knicks in 2015. In return, the Cleveland Cavs are getting Rodney Hood and George Hill. Miami's giving Cleveland a protected second-round pick. Hood, a 25-year-old shooting guard, is averaging 16.8 points and 2.8 rebounds per game. Hill, a point guard with 9 years in the NBA, is putting up an average of 10.3 points with 2.8 assists and 2.7 rebounds. The Cavs also gave up their 2018 round draft pick to the Lakers, which we already just discussed. So they trying to make some smart moves, man. They trying to make some smart moves. And, I can appreciate it. And I think it's going to be a good move for us, especially after the All-Star season when the season really start to pick up. We can probably get some fresh feet on the floor, get some ball movement going, and win some games. That's the whole point. LeBron, everybody talking about LeBron thinking about leaving. One, he's not going to Golden State. Whoever think that, you stupid. But we winning. We winning. We gonna win. Watch. We gonna win. Watch. Oh, by the way, if ain't nobody paid attention, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. How many of y'all betted on the Patriots? You look like fools. Yeah, Tom Brady is like the Michael Jordan the LeBron James, Michael Jordan of football, but every now and then Kobe Bryant come in and play. That's all I got to say on that. That's sports, baby. But, it was a good game, though. It was a nice, close game, though.
And now, sports.
It was a nice, close game, but that's sports today. We about to jump back into some music real quick. We waiting on JPennelope to get here. They going to get in the studio. They going to play something live for us. And then, of course, we got a young Arson supposed to be here as well. But it's the vibe on air, Mr. D's Open Mic King. I'm doing it all alone today, man. I don't need nobody. People had other stuff going on, and I understand that. But, We gonna rock it out. We gonna rock it out. We gonna rock it out. So we gonna be back in a little bit. If you want to call in and talk to me when we come back or talk to JPennelope, feel free. 216-526-1555. 216-526-1555. I think I'm gonna play. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play some Ross T. Let's see what Ross T got for us. Play some of that play some reggae for y'all. We're gonna do it like that when we come back, and then I'm gonna hop into a music video after that. It's the vibe on air, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ K, aka the Top Guy. Blaque Radio, one and only DJ. Make sure y'all turn into vibe on air, man.
You don't see the funny man them. Sometimes I run off the mouth and we're gonna chop off the boy them. And I see what they're talking about right now. I'm gonna run off the mouth them. Yo, yeah. When we see the boy run off the mouth, we're chop off the boy them. Yo, when we see the boy run off the mouth, we're chop off the boy them. Yo, when we see the boy run off the mouth, we're chop off the boy them. Yo, when we see the boy run off the mouth, we're chop off the boy them. The boy mouth coulda never close. When them see me in the video, some of the boy coulda explode. Why wanna get uno contract? Why wanna get uno dancers at? How wanna get uno bling bling? How we make our ladies scream? How we make our ladies scream? All of the ladies love uno like this. When we see the girl, we feel love up the girl. When we see the girl, we feel hug up the girl. Love all the girl, them sweet and round. When we see the girl, we shake them down. You love it when the girl sing the pleasure song. I good loving all night now. Now when the boy hear this, it turn him vex. I bet you never could have tell what happened then. The boy run off the mouth and they had the check. Are you fit one so boy, I'm clear respect. When we see the boy run off the mouth, we chop off the boy them. Yo, when we see the boy run off the mouth, we chop off the boy them. Yo, when we see the boy run off the mouth, we chop off the boy them. Yo, when we see the boy run off the mouth, we chop off the boy them. See me a first class fella. Me not gonna live my life under umbrella. Me want the girl even though me this better. Me have to add the phone number to me ledger. Now if you tell her nobody can do it better. Me and the pirate and me come for me treasure. She's coming up flex down drinks at her. The only one who will come bring the pleasure. Hello? You know that flex. How you mean, man? You know that flex long time. That flex with all the diamond and thing. Diamond? You know I'm not diamond, man. Jewelry and thing. You know I'm not jewelry, man. I'm pure foolery, man. Not jewelry. You know diamond. All these diamond man is one little mountain dog that keep it on the back of the I shot off them dog. What's that? You know, see the new video, but it'll be easy. Video? The man don't have no video. All this video, man, was when the police come shut down the dance hall. They don't see that boy play like idiot. What that fucking got team? You should see the one in the team, that boy. When we see the boy run off the mouth, we chop off the boy there. When we see the boy run off the mouth, we chop off the boy there. When we see the boy run off the mouth, we chop off the boy there. When we see the boy run off the mouth, we chop off the boy there.
Yo, all you hateful, hypocrite leeches try hating with us. Make sure you know we dangerous. We're much more than street smart. We'll expose who we hot. So it goes.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Riley, righty up on the chrome. Not gat, but battle axe, followed by boomerangs thrown. With technical precision, hitting right beneath the dome. I just let them go, they decapitate, then come home. Beef up security, hire more firepower, yo. When I get you as if you stood all alone. Cause Mr. Hunt, seek and find and kill. Murdering, long range from top of the hill. When the blowgun spits, poison tips rain down. Off-duty samurais move with wildlife sounds.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get talk, you know they won't leave you alone.
We murderiferous like Mama knows. Firstborn child, get wild and get ground to food for coyotes somewhere in Arizona. My queen, mean Colombian devil's breath. Scopolamine dreams make you lean into death. Go try to breathe, I begin to squeeze. Even try to drop your code, walk away, drum you spray some cover fire.
We burn, bad mind, backbiting, hypocrite, parasites. Thunder rolling from out the sky, but not until the lightning strike. These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get talk, you know they won't leave you alone.
Prepare to be terrorized and shown while your paid muscle lay crumpled, entire face blown off. I'm the boss and I change your chromosomes. From a little girl trapped in a grown man's body. Take off that dress, let's end this little tea party. I know you feeling scared cause it ain't fair. How? With 6 million ways to die, you chose now.
Mind what you a do, watch what you a say. Pre every caution sign along the way. Remind yourself each and every day. Remember me tell you, me say that
you be warned. These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talk, you know they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
ways we should know now. Who would have said that love was easy? By now we should know how to deal with the pressures that this life can bring. Cause falling in love and staying ain't an easy thing. I give my whole life to you, nothing can come between us. If in God we do trust, it is you until now. With all the things that we have been through, here's a song that I wrote for you. I can't hold back now. Gonna stay right here. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Oh no, 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 no. I ain't going nowhere. I send this message in the bottle, baby. To get through to you, to get through to you. I just had to let you know. Cause these are the words of my soul. Oh no, 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 no. I'm gonna stay right here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere, baby. Cause see, I'll live for you. I'll leave it down for you. I'm not going nowhere. No, no, no. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not going. I don't wanna go nowhere. Cause see, I love you, baby. Cause see, I need you, baby. These words I wrote for you. Yeah.
Yo, Mr. D's Open Mic King, we back. It's the vibe on air. And I'm doing it by myself. Everybody else has something to do, so I'm here alone. I just went to the liquor cabinet and just took everything out. We put it in one cup. We're feeling good today. Feel free to call in if you want to talk to us. 216-526-1555. In the studio live right now, I got just for y'all, because y'all like them. And I was at karaoke today, and I was announcing my, promoting the show, and I mentioned their name, and a bunch of people was like, "Who gonna be on here?" And I said, "Them." And they was like, "Oh, we gonna try to watch it." I said, "Good." Give it up for JPennelope. Fake audience love y'all. Fake audience love y'all. Fake audience love y'all. We're gonna cut the music and go to the camera, and there they are right there. That's them. JPennelope in the building.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, y'all?
What's going on with y'all?
Hey,
nothing. We out here working.
I see. You got your nice blonde hair going on and
Thank
everything.
you.
Yeah.
It's new.
Yeah, that's good. I like blonde. Look like
Nice.
butter. Look like
I
butter.
got more fun.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's what I heard.
So, first thing I'm gonna ask, and I'm gonna get rid of this young Arson because I don't think they coming. But first thing I gotta ask is the name JPennelope, and me and being the smart guy that I am, I thought it had something to do with the last name Penn, but I don't think that's what it is. So tell me where the name JPennelope comes from.
JPennelope is a name that I came up with. The J, of course, represents the J for James' name. what I did was our family name is Penn. We're first cousins. His father and my mom, brother and sister. So I looked up the family name and Penn, and it was connected to Penelope, which this whole story, Greek mythology, and Penelope is kind of known for her her virtue and her what do you call it? When you're like faithful, that whole thing.
Yeah, let's just say faithful.
Behind.
If it's another word, I don't know it.
But she was faithful to her man until he returned. But at the time when we created it, we both were married. And so I thought it was a cool concept to the whole Penn thing. And so we decided I spelled it JPennelope, Penelope with 2 N's, which has Penn in there. Family name.
Yeah, I recognized that immediately because I kept thinking, because I was trying to look up stuff for y'all, I kept putting in the wrong, forgetting the N. Then I kept saying, then I said, oh, it's 2 N's.
So
I
like
said,
right now that says
oh, Penn. Okay, I got it.
Penelope.
Yeah. That's, oh, see, I spelled. See, it's no worry. It's no worry. It's no worry.
It's all right.
We have editing software. We can fix stuff immediately.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, it's like,
There you go.
Penelope.
Penelope.
Yeah, we spelled it right. It's gonna change on there in a second. Give it a second. You know, it's a delay on that screen. But so, you know, I know James for a little bit, just meeting you. But I see, you know, it's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of y'all. Like I said, I was at karaoke yesterday at Bosque, and I mentioned, you know, that y'all was gonna be on the show.
Nicole and Tarsha.
Oh,
yeah,
that's the other side. That's
yeah.
my mom's side.
It's like, yeah, that's my cousin. I'm like, damn, it's a lot of y'all, because you know, I know.
Well,
also,
collectively, yeah, it's a whole lot of us. You're talking about Penn and all the Robinsons and everybody connected. Oh yes.
Because you have another cousin that used to sing, Tarsha Robinson. She moved on somewhere to forget what
she in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. She in Atlanta. That's where she at. Okay. And then, you know, y'all just a lot of y'all, and y'all all mostly musically. Y'all are musically inclined because one of your cousins got up there and sang, and she can sing. So it's like, is that just a trait of both sides of your family?
No,
I think
just Robinson side.
On the Robinson side, yeah.
Okay.
Penn side, it's just a few of us.
Yeah.
Just a few of us.
That can sing.
I said us like I'm part of it. It's a few of us. Yeah, we all, you know, we can do. But I mean, I see that a lot with musical families. Like, you know, I got a couple of cousins that can sing, but most of my family we sound like garbage. But I've learned how to sing a little bit over the last. We're gonna talk about that later. But
I've been checking you out on Mondays.
Yeah, Tina be doing. Shout out to Tina Wynn for embarrassing me all over the.
Tina, what's up?
Embarrassing me all over the world with your videos when I be singing karaoke.
Yeah, she be putting you out there.
Yeah, she do. But she said I've done better than when I used to, because I used to come up there and sound like a Dizzy Gillespie when he was had throat cancer.
Oh my gosh.
So I sound a lot better now. Now I sound like the regular Dizzy. But let's talk about y'all music. So I know y'all have an album called Established 2011.
Yeah.
What's the concept behind that?
You want to talk?
Go ahead. You know, I'm limited with the talking.
Oh yeah, he just had.
I had a tooth pulled, and I'm.
Yeah, he was telling me. But
I need to take a pain pill. But if I take a pain pill right now, I'd been sound like I didn't drunk 5 things of Jameson right now.
Wow.
Established 2011. Pretty much, that's when I came up with the concept for the band. I called my cousin. It was like June 2011. I was out in LA. Called him, like, James, what do you think about being a rock and roll duo? He was like, T, you just don't know this is a prayer answered. He was already in that mindset. So I think we both were there. It was just that one phone call that solidified it, and he was like, let's do it. So when I got back to North Carolina, he came in from Cleveland. We did the album in a month.
Wow.
Literally did this album in a month, and we wrote and produced it together ourselves. There were no other producers on the album. We had one writer, Anthony Hamilton. He wrote on one of the songs we featured on No Pennies.
Okay.
And we ended up going on tour. Like later on that year, we were privileged to open up for one of his national tours, and started creating a buzz. So it was established in 2011. Went on a little hiatus. Life happened.
Right.
Took a pause, and then last year we decided, hey, you know what? This music is too good for us to just let it sit. And so we decided to revive the album, get it mixed, mastered, and we dropped it last year, July 7th.
That's what's up. Now, I was looking at some of the stuff, some of the videos and music and stuff, and some of the pictures, and I noticed that James looked like that one dude that used to do a lot of Stoney Jackson from back in the day. He had the long hair. James had the hair and everything. He ain't had a beard at the time, so he replaced the hair and grew a long beard to replace the long hair.
So I go through my phases.
He's wild.
Yeah,
I did. I go through my phases.
I remember you had dreads at one time, didn't you?
I did.
You had dreads. Then you had the big hair.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have the big beard. You just did the big beard. Everybody doing the big beard. I can't do a big beard.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I gotta see. I got patches in my. It's all right though. I'm still handsome. So what made y'all want to do rock though? That's the difference. It's like in the tradition of like what Bonefish. What was the group called? Bonefish and Colors of Reality.
You talking
Living
about
Color. Yeah, Living Color. So y'all.
So let's educate.
Okay. Well,
let me know. Put my mind right. Get me together.
Well, really, our heritage is rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
We that's the first music that was recognized for rock and roll was actually the black artists. If you go back to the 50s, and when you listen to Stevie Wonder records, they weren't labeled R&B back then. They were actually labeled pop and rock and roll records back then. R&B that came in later, and then you get into the Ike and Tinas and the Chuck Berrys, and those artists, they ushered in that whole rock and roll era first. So it was easy for us to reach back into our heritage. And then with me personally, I was doing, as you just saw, you played that R&B record.
Right, but it was dope, man. I had to play it, man. I had to play it.
But back then, I was never an R&B guy or a soul artist. Mm-hmm. Even back from, I can remember in 2003, I was in the Bronx recording, and I had a session, and I played one of the records for them and for some A&Rs, and it was a song called Electric Lady. All the songs on the record was very R&B except for that one. Mm-hmm. That one touched very much on the rock and roll element, which was where my heart was at. So that rock and roll thing has always been kind of our thing. Even the way she sings, when we did her inspirational stuff, if you watch her live, she always goes, she's very raw, and she pulls from that side, that raw, that in your face sound. So that's always been that whole rock and roll, pretty edgy in your face.
And you also need to tell people too that it's a difference between rock and roll and metal. Because a lot of people confuse rock and roll and metal.
It is.
Because she's soulful when she sings. Yeah. But rock and roll is soulful. If you look at any most rock and roll singers, they still have a soulful element to their voice. But metal is different than rock and roll.
Absolutely.
And people confuse metal and rock and roll.
Yeah, well, as soon as you say rock or rock and roll, people are kind of turned off. And they're like, wait, what do you mean? Y'all two black people, how y'all doing rock? And it's like, what you don't understand is it started here. It actually started in Cleveland, which is why the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is here. So that's why I say educate. Disc jockey Alan Freed.
Alan Freed, yep.
Yeah, he's the one who...
They had a whole movie about him.
They sure did.
He called up-tempo black R&B music rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
So we started rock and roll, him titling that. It was the Chuck Berrys and the
Little Richard.
Ike and Tina and all of that. That was rock and roll. And so that's
until
why
Elvis came about.
Well, then there's that.
They were known for taking things, from black artists, stuff that was hot. But here's the thing: is that's why with the JPennelope album established 2011, you'll hear all of those elements. You'll feel the soul of gospel. You'll feel the smoothness of the R&B. You'll feel, it gets a little even edgier with some of the rock and roll with like Dead of Cold, where it's more heavy guitar. But you know, it's so many different elements. Rock and roll consists of jazz, R&B, gospel, all of those things.
And I got to tell you, I listened to that song, and by the way, when I looked it up on Google, it said "Death by Cold." I swear to God, I had a conversation with you about it. It said like, "Death by Cold," and I was looking at it like,
I'm like, who put that up?
Like, what they mean by "Death by Cold"? I swear, I'm gonna show you when we take a break.
It death by code or cold?
No, death by cold. COLD. Death by cold. And I'm like, damn, is they describing Cleveland this winter? I'm like, for real?
Oh my God.
I'm like, wow. Death by cold. That's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so I looked it up on SoundCloud. That's why I saw it said death by cold. So I know, and you told me that some people put
nothing on SoundCloud. We don't have anything on SoundCloud.
And they even got a picture of y'all on there too with the SoundCloud. So the way y'all sitting on the couch or whatever, you lean in a little.
Somebody else did that. We didn't do that.
But they don't know the name of the damn song.
Death by cold.
Wow.
And you know, and like I was saying about the soulful singing.
Like a nice parody though, right?
That would be something Lou Al Yankovic would do. Some Death by Cold. It's freezing in here.
Right.
Yeah, I listened to your music. That's right. But no, I mean, also too, with the R&B, you know, y'all voices are, you know, soulful. People expect you to be like, and don't know
what they say.
Right. Like even Metallica, that dude voice is kind of has a soulful edge to it. Even,
he does.
And you know, he's dope. But the people don't understand the difference between rock and metal or grunge or whatever. Grunge is rock, but grunge was different too. Grunge was more depressing. But
Kurt
Cobain all day.
Even though I like Nirvana.
I love Nirvana
because
Pearl Jam.
There would be no Foo Fighters without Nirvana.
Right. Oh man, come on, man. Shout out to Dave Crow. I know stuff. But I mean, so y'all do the rock thing, and y'all even like you were just saying. You mentioned y'all do gospel aspects of it.
Oh yeah.
How do you do gospel rock? I guess you can. If you can do gospel rap, you can do gospel rock.
I don't know. It's just in us to do. It just comes out. What's in you will come out. So you can never take that element away from us. We started out in the church. We were born in the church, so it's just in us. The church actually produces the best entertainers. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, I kind of see that.
They produce the best musicians, the best entertainers. You know why? Because you learn early on how to move an audience.
Yeah.
You learn very early on how to get people on their feet, how to get people to shift a certain way. That's why we make the best performance. That's why all these entertainers, I don't care if they white, black, whatever, they hire black musicians, and a lot of we got a lot of them from Cleveland that are working.
Oh yeah.
That are working because why? We have a sound.
And two things the church produces: great entertainers and the biggest freaks. It's the truth.
Well,
it's the truth. I mean, you got. It's the. Yeah, I got sound.
There's no lie here.
That's not a lie. That's not a lie. And I mean, you know, I've done the open mic thing. You know, I did that for a little while, and every musician I've ever bumped into, oh, I got a gig on Sunday, man. I got a gig, do this. I got to be at this door. I got to go Saturday to 7 Adventist. Right. That's what I mean. But that's where it do come from, though. Like even when I was younger, my mother saw that I had some type of musical interest, even though I never pursued it. She wanted me to go to church. The guy was talking to me about drums. I wish I would have played them. Not just look at them.
It's never too late.
Man, I'm learning how to play bass now. Hint,
nice.
hint.
I know.
Hint. Help a brother out. But I mean, you know, let me ask this, because this is one thing that I also like to ask people who are putting music together, trying to, you know, grow into this music business thing. A friend of mine, and y'all know him, Walt Barnes. You know, he's touring with Babyface and whoever else right now, and he says when he comes to Cleveland, the first thing he does is try to find a gig, because that's temporary. But this is what's happening right now. How do y'all feel about that? I mean, if y'all get big and blow up and y'all do all these stages and take all these. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what, did I not say when?
You said if.
I did.
Rewind.
I didn't. I swore to God.
You said if we get big.
I think I can definitely pause.
Poor baby.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So I think I could definitely speak on that. Being a musician that has toured with artists and everything, you do come home and like, oh, okay, tour is over with. What am I gonna do now?
Right,
I gotta
right.
still make money while
Right.
I'm home. So you do go back to your church gigs. You go back to your Saturday, Friday, Sunday night gigs and stuff. But the difference is we're artists,
Right.
and we're up front. So for us, and I know for me, she had to even like drive in my head, dude. When you're JPennelope, you're an artist. You're not just the musician.
Right.
Yeah. I produced records on there, and I played on those records, and I do play in the show. But main focus is you're an artist when you're up front. So now I approach it a lot different now. And I think thank you for putting that in my head, because I would have never knew how to decipher the two. So.
Oh.
You and these effects.
I know, man. I know it's part of the show. I have to do it. The guy who owns the station told me to do it.
Oh, well, okay.
It's me.
Right.
It's just me. But and that's the thing I noticed about you too, because for a while, of course, I think all musicians know how to sing anyway, but back in my head. But for a long time, I've never heard you sing. I've seen you all, and I've never seen you play. I always assume too, if you play bass, you play guitar. But I've never seen you play guitar. I've always seen you play bass, and I've always just assumed that's what James do, play bass. Like, Myron, I did with Myron Gardner a lot. I didn't know he could sing until we started working together. And then, of course, Walt could play bass and guitar. And,
he sings.
Yeah, and he sings. He definitely sings. Walt is, but I think that's a lot of musicians at Cleveland. It's only one dude I never heard sing anything, and that's Fonzo McDuffie.
And that's the reason why.
Yeah.
He's a great musician.
But he has perfect pitch.
Absolutely.
But how do you have perfect pitch and you can't have perfect pitch come out your mouth? I don't understand it. It's scary.
His vocal cords don't work the way.
Right, he can't.
Probably the way he wants them to.
Because I started picking up the bass, and like I said before, I really wasn't a good singer, and I'm still not a great singer. But when I started picking up the bass and understanding keys, all of a sudden it clicked to me in my head. Now when I go to karaoke, I sound a whole lot better. So
yeah, when you marry the two, it becomes a lot easier to hear notes. And I had somebody even tell me that now because I'm getting into more piano stuff.
Okay.
When you marry the guitar parts, because they're very similar in the structure, then the chords will come easier. So now I'm putting the two together. I'm finding that it's coming a lot easier to play piano. So it's the same thing, same structure, same process.
What's your favorite song off of Established 2011?
I don't know if I have a favorite. All of them are my favorites.
I mean, I know it's like you choosing between your oldest son,
kids, exactly.
But it's one that go to school all the time and don't get in trouble, and it's that one you just be having to whoop every other day.
That's true.
Which one do you think you don't have to whoop every day? That's a weird ass analogy for songs.
I'll put that on you.
Whooping songs.
Let's see, my favorite that really pulls at me from the grit would be Dead of Cold, because of the place I wrote it from. That song just it means a lot. So that's like one of my faves. I love to perform it too. I probably would say Dead of Cold.
Not Death by Cold.
Not Death by Cold.
But Dead of Cold.
Dead of Cold.
That's what's up.
I can easily say for me, it's probably gonna be Need to Breathe.
Need to Breathe.
Just because that song, we wrote that song really quick.
We wrote all of them.
We wrote all the songs very fast. It didn't take us long at all to write this record. But that song in particular, because I remember when I did the track, I sent the track to her with a title already. Mm-hmm. It already had a title, so I was already there in that vein. So when that song tugs on me.
So you pretty much had the title before you even wrote the song? Was it one of those type of things?
It was after the track was produced, and when I sent the record to her, and I sent it to her with a title.
Because people will title their tracks sometimes. Producers, they'll just already have in their mind, like what they feel the song is talking about, where it came from.
Right. Okay.
And they'll title a track, like, you know, title this, whatever. But that helps me because as a writer, I want to know, what are we talking about here? Where are you pulling this from? And I was able to channel that that way. So we just work really well together. He gets me. I can come to him. I write songs in silence. It's just kind of how I do things. So I don't really typically like to just have music. It's literally melodies will come to me, and then I can write a full out song, but I can hear the music in my head how I want it.
Okay.
And I've just been blessed over time to be able to work with a lot of amazing producers who get me. And he's one where I can sing it and he'll already play the chords the way I hear it. And if he doesn't, I'm like, no, the other one. Because I don't always know all the terms, but he gets it. When I say the other one, oh, okay. And so we just work really, really well together. So
I want to take a quick pause for the calls real quick because I want to play some music, and I see, you know, you got the thingamajigabob over there that I can put the music in and then play the music back to the people that the people can hear the music and the music can be heard by the other people. So we're going to take a quick pause for the calls. I'm going to play one video, and I think I'm going to play some Eric Nolan Grant on my way.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, we're also going to play this JPennelope, and we're going to figure out what two songs we're going to play on the break, and then you just going to hear them. But this is the vibe on air. It's Mr. D's. I'm all alone, baby. It's all by myself. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all go right here and subscribe, man. Right over my head. It's right here. Follow, subscribe, and vibe, man. Follow, subscribe, and vibe. We're going to be right back in a little bit with some more JPennelope. We're going to talk about a few other things. We might even play a little game. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. We'll be right back. Boom.
Hey, this is Jim Trivisano with the band JPennelope. You're tuned in to the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey baby, what you doing? Put some clothes on, let's get into it. Some dinner, maybe a movie. Let's do what you like, you know you're choosing. Put that dress on, one that makes you get it.
You know which one I'm talking about, baby.
Traffic's moving steady. Babe, are you ready? Come. I'm on my way. I can't wait to get next to you. I'm on my way. So many things that I wanna do. Can't wait till I see your face. I'm on my way. On my way. Your beauty, just like magic, so incredible, no one can match it. I'm excited, the closer I get, gonna have a good time. You're who's invited, so put that dress on, one that makes you get it. Traffic's moving steady. Babe, are you ready? Come. I'm on my way. I can't wait to get next to you. I'm on my way. So many things that I wanna do. Can't wait till I see your face. I'm on my way. On my way. I love watching you walk out in my car. Superstar, that's what you are. Nothing compares. I'm almost there. So get ready to come. I can't wait to get next to you.
my way.
No matter how hard I try, you don't make it easy. Baby, I love you, please believe it. We've been riding for a minute, and every time I think about it, it got me in my feelings. Lay on mine, just being 100. Baby, you know you so funny, I'm nothing down like a drug, and you get enough. Girl, you got me in my feelings. I said I wouldn't break your heart, but I made a mistake. I loved you from the start. No lie, no lie. That I wasn't fake. I got caught up in the lights, the models, the bottles, the parties all night. Thought it was part of the life. Not making excuses. I knew it wasn't right, no. Didn't understand what I felt. Trying to be the man you need every day, and I can't keep them around my face. Trying to get this money, I'm on a paycheck. Oh, this is what we wanted, but all I do for us. I admit I was some bullshit, I could change. I just need your forgiveness, baby.
Now there ain't no formula to this love thing, cause I made mistakes, the result was watching our love change. Can't never be the same, and I just keep feeling this distance from you, holding on to what was done, and I'm seeing the difference. We speak, you dismiss them, and it's just like the pieces you's missing. I need you to listen. I want this forever, but managed to be our division. I mean, these lights got me bugging. This is likely for nothing. While stumbling through shadows, cause I'm lost without that light from your loving, and I gotta deal with these pressures you couldn't measure. Of a pointless moments of pleasure, I'm listening to you lecture me about all my different evils. Can't tell you which is the lesser. Between us, I'm the lesser. While I pray the Lord this bless her. When I got this love and you never see it, cause you only know to live in my past. Thinking that I'm trying to keep shit a secret. When I'm praying every day, we just laugh. Fell apart, we just glass. In the crash, bent the fender, hit the dash. Like a flash, flew away when we had.
You don't make it easy. Baby, I love you, baby. We've been riding for a minute. You've been holding me down for so long, and I'm sorry. Just be with honey, girl. Baby, you know you're so funny. Don't rock your love like a drug. I can't get enough, no. Together, I feel the walls caving in. Today's the day I need to tell her that we should go our separate ways. Our love we shared divided. The pain I feel can't hide it. I wish it could have been different. I need you to know it's hard for me to breathe. I need some air to breathe. It's hard for me to see. We need some space between.
I know I really messed up. Hey, when I said I never wanted us to be apart, I wanted us to last. I think we moved too fast. Don't have all the answers as to what went wrong. Can only pray that you'll be strong when I say, our love we shared divided. The pain I feel can't hide it. I wish it could have been different. I need you to know it's hard for me to breathe. I need some air to breathe. It's hard for me to see. I need some air. I need space between.
No need to work it out. This love is over now. There's nothing more to say. So please don't hate me. The love we stand by is over now, baby.
you can.
Yo, we back on the air. Mr. D's Open Mic King, and I'm doing it all by myself. I don't need nobody. They need me, if anything. And it's the vibe on air. Feel free to call us 216-526-1555 if you're watching. If you're listening on Mixler, we appreciate you. I know Mixler's sucking right now because there's something wrong with the software they gave me. But it's okay. We'll figure that out later. But if you're watching everything else, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, we going live right now. And we in here with Penelope Cruz. I'm just kidding. It's JPennelope in the building. JPennelope, they right there. It's them. Tarsha and Jimmy. Gotta add an accent to his name too. Jimmy. Jimmy.
You sound like Myron now.
Oh, well, you know. Jimmy. But that made me laugh. We was listening to the song. Breathe. Need to breathe, and it was like it was groovy. With a rock accent to it. It just like, you know, you still just sit there. It's like rock. You got the hard guitar, but you still just like vibing to it. You know what I'm saying? But here's what I'm about to do. While we in the studio right now live, I am going to play exclusively. This is a world premiere, by the way. A world premiere. Let me put the camera on my face while I do this. Hold on. World premiere. It still say sports. World premiere. Right here. JPennelope. Is it featuring him? Mm-hmm. Featuring Anthony Hamilton.
No pennies.
No pennies. So if you need 99 cents, you out of luck. Because they ain't got no pennies. Watch this. And we going to keep the mics on and everything and listen to it. And y'all can say, make comments if you want to talk about it.
You say I'm not your average scene. And that's the truth, I know you mean. But there's nothing I will do to change. 'Cause I like the way I am the same.
Don't want to hear from you, 'cause you don't have a clue. No matter what you say, I'm going to do it my way. Don't need your opinion right now.
It's kind of funky.
Don't care what you have to say. Why would I take advice from you? Why? You change your mind just like your shoes. So what's your motive anyway? To throw your weight, you have to pay. Yeah.
See, around and round you go. Up or down, no one really knows. And your judgment, well, it really sucks. So what?
so much to say about this part. It's dope, though.
You can't get nothing. No, you can't have nothing.
And then here you come with this church voice.
You spend all the time worrying about me. Yeah. That's why your life is all in a fall. You'd rather be penny wise than dollar drunk. No penny.
Things I will do to change. I won't. 'Cause I like
I'm literally
the
grinning.
way I am the same.
I don't need your opinion right now, no. I don't care what you have to say, no. No pennies for the dog. Whatever you gotta say, please keep it to yourself. I don't even wanna hear it. You're not even talking to me. No. No penny for your thought.
Y'all got a karaoke version of this?
Whatever it is.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
This is dope.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Or as I like to tell people,
Sit your dumb ass down.
Don't be this.
you do not get one dent from me.
Right.
You can't get it, not at all.
And
No
be
pennies.
be on the lookout for that video.
Man, I'm waiting for
That's
that,
gonna be
dude. That's
coming.
gonna be dope. That's dope. No pennies. It's dope, man. That's crazy. Now, I have to make one comment. You kind of had this James Dio type of sound going. Like holy diver.
Now, look, I'm gonna tell you.
But alone in the nights on the midnight train.
And I'm gonna tell you, in the studio recording that song, they gave me the hardest time about changing my character.
That was you?
Mic. Yeah,
I thought it was her.
It was both of us.
Oh wow!
But they wanted me to sound totally out of my normal.
Right.
And I had the hardest time trying to get it and try to come into go into another character with this record. But it came out. So
But you know that vibe came across real good, man. That it was just the different voice just made it just
It was fun. It actually was written and produced by moi.
You wrote that?
Heck yeah.
Nah, you ain't write that.
Oh yeah, she wrote.
Nah, she ain't write that.
We wrote the whole album together.
I was there. I helped write it. You got talking to the mic too. You got talking to that mic, Tarsha.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Came up with the idea on the way home from the studio. We were working in North Carolina. We just had this idea, like, no, pennies, wait. He was like, I'm gonna put something to that, and wrote all the lyrics. I didn't even remember I wrote all the lyrics for this one, but he reminded me when we had to do song splits.
So it's like another way of saying you don't give two.
How about your opinions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All your pennies you got.
I mean,
you can
know,
keep
it is-
them. We
it's-
ain't
it's
giving you no more.
And just a shout out to the folks that they feel like we supposed to be doing some other type of music other than what we like to do.
Right, I feel that. Y'all know this is. I'm digging it. If my radio worked in my car, I would play it.
I'm glad you like it. We'll make sure you leave with a CD.
I definitely will. Definitely will. I already got the music now, so it's like, if my radio in my car works,
you did not hear that part.
It's a long story. I left the power. The radio work and the CD player work. The CD player work.
Okay.
The Bluetooth don't work no more because I left the lights on in my car and the battery died, and I got to get it restarted. It's a whole.
But you'll
thing.
be able to play the CD.
Yeah, I guess I will.
Oh, okay.
That means you have not tried one.
I got to go pay $100 to get them to restart my sync. But excuse me, I just burped on the mic.
I had a burp too, but I just didn't do it in the mic.
Yeah, I did it on the
Did it
mic.
quietly.
I do it on the mic all the time, though. That's a thing.
Whoa.
So
Pause.
that means it's time. Okay, wow. That's how we doing it. That's what we doing.
It's
I
a,
just-
it's a JPennelope inside thing.
Yeah, just
Listen, we had a whole squad here. It would be.
Oh, the whole band,
hilarious.
it would be straight comedy in here right now.
By the
but
way,
you know how I do.
Oh, yeah? Oh, let me tell you.
You don't want them
These
problems.
dudes, they can Jones all night.
They
can
the
go
problems
at
that
it
they don't want. It's still problems that they just do
they'll
not
go
want
at
to
it
have.
all night.
oh my God.
It'll be a problem. But you know, I see you got the guitar over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so you know, I'm assuming you want to, you know, hit a lick on there. You got it signed by somebody. Did you sign it yourself? Did you sign your own name to your guitar?
No, actually,
I saw a J. That's all.
actually, a friend of ours, he is like
Very
a young
talented
genius.
producer, guitar player.
Jarius Mosey.
It's Jairus. It's not Jarius.
You don't even know his damn name.
J-Mo.
Everybody says Jarius, but it's Jairus.
Hey James, you don't
J-Mo.
even know his own name.
J-Mo.
J-Mo. Young, talented guy. This was his guitar on the Anthony Hamilton tour.
Oh, really?
Acoustic guitar he was using. And it was gifted to me. So by him.
He signed it.
He signed it for me.
That's dope.
It'll be worth a
But
lot of
he's
money one day.
he's the genius behind Anthony Hamilton's "Giving You the Best of Me." He produced that
Oh
record.
wow, that's dope. That's dope.
And BJ Chicago kid. He produced that record. He's talented.
I got to tell you one thing. Me personally, I'm a big Anthony Hamilton fan from the first album because like "Mama Knew Love" was like one of my favorite songs always. You know, I still walk around singing it, and if they had on karaoke, of course, I'm a karaoke
I was about
fanatic.
to say, let's hear it.
See now you see. Hey,
I don't know the
let me
beat.
hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. I gotta remember the word to start it off.
Mama knew love like the back.
Mama.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Definitely not it.
you gonna fall back like that though? It wasn't that bad. See, I need to pick up my bass. So what y'all about to do? You want to put one of the mics so down so you can catch the, you know, so you catch some of that guitar goodness, the gooey goodness coming from the guitar, the gritty, grimy. All you gotta do is point it down. If you want to, put it in your lap, hold on to it.
I'm definitely not gonna do
You don't want
that.
to put the guitar in your lap, boy. Put that, or you could just put the mic down. Take it off the stand.
Nah, we good.
You good? You good?
Yes,
You the musician. I'm just a silly Negro.
We're gonna do real quick a song entitled "Don't Change." It's actually
You heard it first
actually
here
playing,
at the Vibe on Air.
Actually, it's already on the radio. It's playing on the radio.
Wow.
Thank 107.3. Thank you, Mark Ribbons, for giving us a shot. They've been spinning it on the radio, so that's a blessing.
I like some old blessed folks in here. I don't like it.
Hallelujah.
I tried to do Mama No Love and y'all laugh at me.
Well, it's Mama New Love.
I know what I said.
Mama No Love.
Maybe that's what it was.
Mama New Love.
Trying to do Mama No Love.
Right. That's a different song, sir. So, yeah, this
Mama
is a song
New
entitled
Love like the back streets. Something on
I'm
her
gonna need you
feet.
to learn them words.
Looking
too.
like chicken meat. I don't know the word. I sing it with the record.
So,
But it's
dope.
dope.
This song is entitled "Don't Change." It's kind of been, it has been a crowd favorite in the shows, so it's always went over well.
When you do it on the show, do you always do a cappella with the guitar?
No, not because it's an actual full band
That's
song.
a nice groove.
But it's more acoustic based record. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, from JPennelope.
Don't change.
Don't change.
I'm giving them a dramatic pause. I have hosted before. This is Don't Change. Let's go. Put your hands together, fake audience. Put your hands together. Gotta have fake audience.
Thank you.
See how they stop immediately?
So happy to be here on the night. On tonight. We're so happy to be here. It's very Jimi Hendrix. All right, let's go.
They put some reverb in. Not just play.
Oftentimes life takes us through so many changes. So amazing you share my name. You're the same as you were yesterday. Through the fussing and fighting, we're still together, 'cause you never change. So please don't change yourself for me. Go ahead and be yourself. Don't you change yourself for me. Please don't change yourself for me. Yeah. I love just who you are. Don't you change yourself for me.
Learn the hard way. Had to let you be free. I tried to mold you and change your identity, but that man wasn't the man I fell so hard for those years ago. And I want you to know, please don't change yourself for me. Go ahead and be yourself. Don't change yourself for me. Please don't change yourself for me. I love just who you are. Don't you change yourself for me.
What just came out your mouth?
Sometimes my words ain't nice,
but I think it's sexy.
We make love right after 5.
Though the love we share's not perfect, I think that we're worth it.
The time you coming late,
baby, you know I'm working.
Work I appreciate.
I do it 'cause you so deserve it. At the end of the day, don't change for me. Please don't change yourself for me. Go ahead and be yourself. Don't you change yourself for me. Please don't change yourself for me. I love just who you are. Don't you change yourself for me. Please don't change yourself for me. Go ahead and be yourself. Don't you change yourself for me. I love just who you are. Don't you change yourself for me.
Man, what the What the hell? What the sheezy?
Right.
That
We
was
should've-
horrible.
we
No, I'm just
should've
playing.
recorded
I'm just playing. That was well. I kind of did. I kind of did.
Oh, that's what's
you know.
up.
It's on. You know, it's
That's
on.
all good.
We recording the show. It's gonna be.
My
But
man.
no, I mean that song. The way y'all just did that. I know y'all said it's a full band song, but y'all need to do a version just like y'all did. It's on some like Burt Bacharach classic type.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
that's
dope
one of
as
my favorite
hell.
writers, too.
Burt Bacharach?
Oh, yeah.
I was watching Austin Powers today.
He was on.
He's on both of them.
Yeah.
What the
World needs now.
Burt Bacharach, greatest songwriter of all time, right there.
I mean, that was dope, though, man. That was dope. I mean, I just want to go find somebody and love them. So
It's a song about unconditional love.
Yeah, man.
you way away from the mic again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just
It's a song about unconditional love that we wrote.
Don't change.
Yeah.
If
You
you-
know, you get with somebody and then like you love everything about them at first, and then you come in and you're like, okay, if I just change that one thing about it, if
Yeah,
you
that's
could
a
just
woman
do this,
thing.
if you
That's
could
a
just
woman thing.
Yeah, I do find
Mhm,
that.
mhm.
And then once you do all the changing for us, then we don't like you no more.
Right. You compromised yourself, punk. you ain't got no integrity no more. You should have been who you was.
Right.
Your backbone.
What's wrong with you? You gonna let me
ain't got
change
no
you?
spine.
I can't respect your punk ass.
I can't stand your ass.
You could have been who you was. I liked you when you was a dog. You gonna change for me?
You joking, but it's so true.
It's the realness.
so
It's
true.
real.
Yeah, man.
Because you
So-
think about it, you attracted her in the first place.
Right. That's what, if I'm the way I was with brothers, and now you want me to be different? Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fart in the bed, all that stuff. You gonna like it or you gonna leave.
Right.
But I ain't gonna be different. So I'm gonna ask a couple more questions, and I got a little game for y'all.
Okay.
All right.
First question I gotta ask you, Tarsha.
Yes.
So, word around the streets
Mm-hmm.
is you were formerly married to one of your co-conspirators on that one song I played there, that Anthony Hamilton guy. And that's why you were trying to critique me so hard on the song that you have an inside track to it. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we were married for 10 years. Anthony and I are, we're really cool. We're good friends now. We co-parent our 3 boys together.
Yeah, 3 kids?
Yeah, together. He has 6 total, though.
Okay.
He has 6 sons, no girls. So, but yeah, we get along really well. We've continued to work together. I met him years ago through a young lady from Cleveland, Ohio, by the name of Stacey Richardson Crawford.
I know Stacey. Yeah, Stacey Richardson.
And she put me on. She suggested me to Anthony when she had to leave to go sing background for Gerald to fill her spot. So he had already auditioned one young lady that was already in LA, and then he auditioned me over the phone and picked me based off of my vocal tone. He had never seen me, any of that, and he liked the way my voice sound, and flew me out to LA, and the rest is history.
And then eventually he liked the way you looked.
Oh, he liked the way I looked immediately.
He liked your vocal tone, then
yeah,
he liked your body
married me
tone.
after like 2 years.
Oh,
of
wow.
being on the road.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. So the love affair.
Yeah, pretty much. It's very common though. Happens on the road.
Yeah. I've seen the Temptations movie.
Every movie has it. They get involved with the singers
Right.
and the musicians, and and music is very passionate. So that's why you mentioned the church earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of that has to do is the music language and spiritual, and it's
That's one of my problems because I used to date a lot of people that sang because I just thought they had good voices and they weren't really good people. Especially when I was doing the open mic circuit thing, and I would date a lot of the singers that and it was like, your voice sounds good, but really you a piece of crap.
Listen, I will say in the arts though, there are a lot of crazy people.
Yeah, but
Everybody got a little bit of crazy.
Really though, artists are eccentric anyway.
You are. It's
Yeah.
you got
have
to
to be a little
you got a
eccentric
little
to be
piece
an
of
artist.
crazy and out of the box to create great music and great sound.
Look at James Brown.
Yeah.
That dude was nuts.
It's just some people are more in tune with their crazy than others.
Right. You have to
I'm out on love.
Embrace the crazy.
I'm out on love.
You have to embrace it sometimes and just say, look, I'm a little nuts, sorry, baby, but you have to deal with this. Can you deal with it, baby?
And you said singers plural, so that means you kept trying.
Oh yeah, I probably still would if I like a good song in my head, man. I need a good voice around me sometimes. That's all you need. Women, if I'm not saying I'm single or nothing. I'm not saying I'm free. I'm not saying I ain't either. But if you want to get me, just sing good. Sing a good song and cook a bacon and egg sandwich real good, and you got me. That's all you need to do, huh? See, here's what we're about to do, and that's the reason why I'm making the music. Because it's time to play America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's the America's favorite game show where you two have to define ghetto-ass slang into real words. Are you ready to play the #1 game show in America? What does it mean?
Okay, here we go. This is going to be interesting.
The rules are very simple. You two, not me, you two have to define ghetto slang. You cannot use slang to define slang.
Got it.
You have to say it in common English.
Okay.
If you get it right, then you will get, what the hell is that? Oh, this.
Game over.
That definitely was not it. Sometimes, players mess up sometimes. You get the correct buzzer. If you get it wrong, you get the wrong buzzer. And of course, you will be timed. Are you ready to play? What does it mean?
Let's go.
We're ready.
Great. Tarsha.
Yes.
Tarsha Hamilton.
Yes.
On one of your Facebook pages, it said Pennie.
Yes, I'm Tarsha Pennie Hamilton.
Tarsha Pennie Penn Hamilton.
Pennie Penn.
Pennie Penn. Your word. And just remember also, I'm going to clear this up before I go any further.
Okay.
You can ask me to use it in a sentence. You can.
I can.
You can ask me to use this sentence in the time, and it could come from any time frame in history.
Okay.
All right.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Pennie Penn Hamilton.
Okay.
Tarshizzle. Golden fried Tarsha. All right. Your word. Your word is bando.
Can you use it in a sentence?
We were selling dope out of the bando. Why is the camera still on me?
I don't know what a bando is. I guess I'm not hood enough.
Do you?
This is where I needed my guys. Like, where's Juice and all that?
Right. Do you have an
What's
answer?
a bando?
You get a wrong buzzer.
Can you help
James,
me?
can you answer the question? What is a bando?
Oh my gosh.
Bruh, out the trap out.
That's slang using slang.
I know I can't.
I was gonna say trap house.
Out the crib. Out of the house.
No.
I'm sorry. A bando is an abandoned building that is used by drug dealers to produce and sell narcotics.
That makes sense. Bando.
Have you listened to any rap lately?
Bruh.
Bruh. James.
Yes, sir.
Your word. Your word, James. James Blaque as hell. James Blaque as midnight. Your word. I just forgot the word. I remember now. It's sauced up.
Sauced up. When you are drunk. What? Oh, no, not that way.
That is incorrect.
That is.
Tarsha.
Yes.
Would you like to answer the question?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What is sauced up?
Sauce. Sauced up is. It's the glow up.
When you dope.
You're using slang to define slang.
When you are
You're
great.
amazing.
That's correct. When you are great or amazing.
We use that like multiple ways, though.
Yes, but that's not the way that it's defined now.
Oh, okay.
The reason why I know it because I just listened to Justin Timberlake's album and he has a song called Sauce.
Exactly.
So it's kind of schooling me. I was like, oh, he said when you got the juice, it's temporary. But
And
you got
Tarsha
the
is in the
sauce.
lead with a one answer.
Yes.
James is way behind.
Oh, I'm way behind. I didn't know.
You are so
one
far
answer. I'm
behind.
way behind.
You are so far behind. Tarsha.
Yes.
Your word.
Mm-hmm.
Your word. Is swag.
Oh, swag. Swag is style.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Mm.
Not really.
I'll give it to you. It is correct.
Style. It's like
James, can you define it better?
When you are an amazing individual.
When you have a certain thing about you, when you illuminate
swag,
juice. That
Got
even
the
though it's a
juice.
slang word.
Exactly.
Right.
I broke my own rule. I will be punished later.
So did she get that?
Yes, she did. I gave it to her.
So
Are
we
you
needed
using?
our squad.
So you're using the internet to help you?
No, I'm
That's
not.
what what our
Actually, it's one of our
bandmates.
bandmates, but he was too late anyway.
Oh, he was trying to come.
I said, what's a bando? He said, abandoned house.
Bando. A bando.
I've never heard it before.
James.
Yes.
You were quick to say yes. Your word, and I say this word every week, and nobody has gotten it right yet.
Oh God, here we go.
Your word is pearl.
To leave, run.
Really?
That is correct. You're the first person to get it right on the first time.
Pearl to leave?
That's old school.
That's
dog.
old school.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
man, I'm about to pearl.
up out of
I'm
here.
about to pearl up out of here, dog. That's right. That is right. James got it real.
That's 90s, baby.
James got it. It made me seem stupid for asking him. That's how right he got it. For all you other people who ain't got it right in the past, that's how you do it. That's how you drive.
That's how you drive.
Tarsha,
Yes.
your word is Gucci. I missed the button.
Gucci, in regular terms, means everything's good.
Great answer.
That is correct. That is right on the point there.
It's all
Perfect.
Gucci, baby.
Tarsha is still ahead of James. Can James pull it in and win?
Oh, I'm
Can
down.
James pull it in and win? Whoa.
We will probably not.
Whoa. I'm not pulling anything in. Inside joke again. We got to help you on to this. We can't leave this man out here like this.
Yeah, I'm confused. Can he pull it in?
Can he pull it in?
Just doesn't even sound like I want to know.
I don't want to put
I'm
it
in
in.
announcer voice right now, so it's going to stay that way. But James.
As a man, I don't want to pull anything in.
Blackie.
James Blaque.
Let's go.
Black to the black, the black, the biggie black, the black, the bliggie black, the black, because I'm black. Your word is.
Yep.
Skirt, skirt.
Same thing. To leave. To run. We skirt nobody here. Yeah, it is.
That ain't what skirt means?
It has another definition too, though.
I don't know what the other one is. Wait. Is it that?
No, hell no, no.
Wait, I know it ain't
It's
that.
not. This is a clean show,
Okay,
sir.
I know it's not that.
That's not
So-
skirt.
He says
I know.
That's little John.
Well, look.
They ain't Lil John.
Hey,
It's to move around the haters.
Oh.
Skirt,
that is
skirt.
true. That is true. True.
You're swerving around your haters.
Who said that? Oh,
Yeah, I said-
Jariel.
Jar.
He
Zariel.
says James.
Our bandmate's crazy.
Tarsha with the accent grave on it.
Yes. I have an
Your
accent.
word.
Tarsha.
Okay, my word is.
Your word.
Oh man.
I gotta think of it.
He don't even.
I had it. I had it. I've been drinking. I had it and it slipped, but it's a good one. It's gonna be. It's about to. Your word. It ain't really that good. Slay.
Slay. Oh.
Jay's like, oh, this a bull.
Slay is when like. Oh, fly. You can't use the word fly. Slay is when you come in there and you're awesome.
Giving it to him.
You're killing it with style.
That is correct.
That was after the buzzer.
Your other answer, well, the buzzer doesn't really count. You
Oh, okay. It don't count.
The
It
other
don't count
answer-
for Tarsha.
It didn't count for you.
Look.
The other answer you could have gave is when you kill a dragon in Game of Thrones. Slay.
This is true. Wait, watch this. Awesome.
Yeah, I slayed that dragon, son. I slayed it. For real, B. I slayed that dragon, B.
Right.
We're going to do 2 more words. James, your word
Okay.
is word.
It's word?
Word.
Word.
True. I don't know.
You don't know what word.
I mean, I know what it is. I'm trying to find another word for word.
You can say like.
I'm going to hit the buzzer.
Like really? Or I don't know.
That's correct without even being correct.
Yeah, because it's
That's like when it's just like when people say something to you like
word.
man, yeah, man, I smashed her, man. He's like,
Like,
word?
He be like, word.
Word.
He's like affirmation.
Right.
Word.
Word could be, yeah, for real. Word means really, but it could be like really the question or really like for real.
Right. It's affirmation.
Right.
Word.
That's word. Tarsha, are you ready for your final word?
I'm ready for my final word.
Your final word is scissor.
Scissor, that's I think it's a little bit of cough syrup mixed with alcohol or something.
So close.
What is it?
You were close. Can you guess it?
It is
Sprite.
That's correct.
That's correct.
After the
There you
fact.
go.
So nobody gets a buzzer at all. They helping her.
You ain't said
I know they helping her. She gets another wrong answer.
Look, our drummer over here, he giving her answer.
Who, Jariel?
No, Juice.
Juice, stop helping them, Juice. You can't help them, Juice.
Andre Willis.
You're cheating, Juice. That's cheating. Now she get like 4 wrong buzzers. She get 4 wrong buzzers.
Trump for days is help me too.
I would like to thank our guests for playing.
Sprite in there.
But I would have to say that Tarsha is the clear winner. She had more questions than you, even though she got 4 buzzers, so that makes James the winner. So I'd like to thank you guys for playing America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Yeah.
Thank you for our studio contestants and our studio audience for filling in. Our winners will receive absolutely nothing because we don't give away nothing. I'm like the fundraiser. I get, I don't give.
Oh, wow. This is hilarious, man.
I know, man. It's meant to be funny. But I do want to thank y'all for coming, man. Y'all some dope artists, you know.
Appreciate it, bro.
I get to delve into y'all personal life and put it on a format where people can view it and then just say, like.
Right.
Yeah, they can hit the button and say like because they like it.
Well, we appreciate you having us, bro.
I mean, y'all dope, man. And I mean, that I mean, just y'all doing that song, man, made me want to just go find me a woman and just not change. I just don't feel like changing now.
Okay, so when you do find that woman, just pop it in and just
I'm
let
gonna
her
pop
know,
it in, all right.
Whoa. Juice jar, y'all heard that? Whoa.
I'm gonna make a juice box.
You just like, you know.
I'm gonna get it together though. I'm gonna pop the song in, and I'm gonna say, look, you listen to this. You listen to this.
Yeah.
If this is your exit now. You can choose.
Because I'm never changing.
I'm not changing. If I used to like your sister before, I'm still gonna like her.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
The comments said by Mr. D's are not it's the same person. But I'd like to thank JPennelope for coming out, man. They are some very dope artists, man, and I can't wait till they give me the free CD that they just promised they was gonna give me, because it's gonna be some. I'm gonna play that so much that I'm about to play it again, man. I just want to play. I want to play the other one, the one that the dude put wrong on the internet. Death by Code.
Death by Code.
But I'm gonna play Death by Code by Jason Pennelope.
Dead of Code.
I know it's called Dead of Code for real, but if you Google it and it say Death of Code, it's the same song, but it's not theirs. It's not their version. Somebody put it up there and did it wrong. But this is Death of Code right here, and it's dope. It's got this rock vibe with this soulful voice and this black dude playing guitar. He had long hair then. He looked like a real Black Beetle.
Yeah.
That's what you was going
Black
for.
Beatles, baby.
And you had the ponytail. You just like ponytails, huh? That's your thing.
That's when you don't have nothing else to do with your hair.
Right. You know, I'm growing mine out now, and you know, I look like a Dominican Puerto Rican combined with a Niggerin. So I'm the women. I think the women just like to see that I got a forehead. This is dope. I was listening to it at the house, and I was washing dishes, and I threw a glass on the ground, like in the middle of the song, like, and I was like, oh, that's my glass. What am I drink out of? To get you amped. Y'all got some versatility about y'all though. While we playing this, and I'm gonna ask the last question because we on our way out. In Cleveland, out of the artists that's doing some things right now, who do y'all like?
Of course, Champion Cole, Brandon.
Damn, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I'm proud of John and Bree.
I was hoping somebody was gonna say John and Bree, because that's what's sticking in my head. John and Bree is dope.
They're bringing it right now.
I ain't seen them in a million years, but
all because they on the road.
Yeah, they touring.
Of course, Myron, Wildlife Sounds.
Shout out to Wildlife Sounds.
Yeah, they're bringing
Bullet. Is that what they say?
I have no idea. A lot of artists that's bringing it right now, including
Orlando's been doing well.
Orlando Watts.
Shout out to
Tierra Khalid.
So yeah, Tierra Khalid dope.
Brady.
Brady Lamont.
Yeah,
Brady dope.
So it's a lot of artists that's actually putting records out now that's industry ready stuff.
Right.
I can't wait to hear Miss Reagan Gray put out a project.
Reagan, Kenny Bell, come on, man, come on.
I just talked to Kenny too. I just actually hosted a show for Kate Davis, and Kenny was playing, and we was talking about some stuff.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Kate Davis.
Kate Davis, yeah.
Now listen, one who hasn't come out with a project yet. Cleveland's best kept secret.
Who's that?
Can't forget about Mr. Sam Goody.
Oh yeah, come on, man. Sam Goody Bell, man. That's my birthday, bruh. That's my birthday, bruh. And he
just had a birthday.
Yeah, we both on the same day. And they make some good chicken.
And the wife? Oh my God.
Man,
Yeah.
I had them on the show. They brought some food. Shout out to the Light of Day band, by the way, Arlene Peterson and Sam Goody and all them. Matter of fact, next week, Arlene Peterson and Tammy will be here in the studio. We're gonna be talking about some different things with them. But I gotta thank JPennelope, man. This is some dope, man. I hate y'all for real. I just want to attach y'all to a machine to steal y'all talent, and then just go around and just steal the talent from people and just become the talent monster.
The intent is to get us out to the world, and so
That's
we
what we-
appreciate you actually. For having
I
us on
try,
the
you know,
show.
I do a little something, I only have like 4 people following.
That's all right. we'll make sure we let people know to check out the interview on the page.
Oh yeah, the vibe on there all day. I'd like to thank JPennelope for coming through as we in this song because it was dope. It was a dope interview. You can follow. Matter of fact, before I even let y'all go, tell them how they can find y'all together and individually on everything.
We are on Instagram at official JPennelope. Official Facebook is JPennelope / Facebook. So
we actually have a JPennelope.com.
It's actually the other way around, but it's okay.
Huh?
It's actually Facebook.com / JPennelope.
Well, you know what it is.
Yeah, I do.
You know the handle.
Yeah.
We have JPennelope.com. The site is still, it's working, but we're working on getting more content too. But we do have a .com, and we'll be having more things going there too. Some future webisodes and all of that, so y'all can.
Y'all need to do a lot more media too. Y'all need to start just recording a lot of y'all stuff and just
we've
in the studio. Y'all need to just do that because y'all dope as fuck.
That's something that
I just cussed on my own show.
Bro, you've been cussing the whole show.
I haven't cussed. This is the first time because I just literally said y'all dope as, and I didn't catch myself. But go finish what you're saying.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, that's it.
That was it.
Oh, I thought y'all still had some more to say. All right, so that's how you find JPennelope. Make sure y'all find them, search them, get their music, download it. It's on Apple, iTunes. It's on is it on SoundCloud? That's somebody fake. Okay, but it's on wherever you buy real music. JPennelope. It's on Google Play. It's on I think it's on Soul Train. It's on Craigslist. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You can find
it. It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon for real too.
It's on Amazon.
If you got a fire stick and want some music, JPennelope. Fire stick?
Really fire stick?
It's an Amazon. It's a fire stick.
Don't you get stuff for free on
no,
Amazon? Oh, okay.
You can get stuff for free, but you can also pay for stuff. Like if you got Amazon Prime, you got to pay for stuff. I know what I'm doing, man. I'm promoting you, son.
Word.
Blacker than black people.
Word.
Triple black people. But Joe, that's been the show, man. I'd like to thank JPennelope for coming out, man. They didn't have to come, but I kept bugging him, so he came finally. And
he did.
By the way, you can check him out Sunday at Swerve with Russell Thompson and the Free Agent Band.
Oh yeah,
doing their thing.
That's my squad. Sunday nights.
Yeah, it goes down, man. It go down. If you want a steak, they got them. If you want some food, they cook it there. They serve alcohol in bottles and glasses. And they play musical instruments over microphones and speakers.
And the crickets.
I got crickets for real. You don't. CJ, you don't know who you dealing with sometimes. I be trying to tell you, man. You just keep poking the bear, man. You keep poking the bear. I haven't said nothing bad yet. I'm a good guy, man.
I'm hungry.
But what y'all eating? What y'all gonna eat? Cause I'm hungry too.
I don't know.
Go somewhere.
I'm gonna go somewhere to eat.
Really? I told you I got crickets.
Hey, can somebody? Is Medusa jumping tonight?
Oh, Medusa is going tonight.
It is?
Yeah, shout out to EJ the Animal and
so we probably gonna head
Watts down there. So Medusa going. I might stop down there before I'm also headed to Foreplay. Well, not Foreplay anymore. It's Infinity 2.0 on 185th at Lakeshore. Shout out to Tina Wynn. I'm gonna come down there and sing with you.
Auntie down there?
Oh yeah, that's where we at. On 185th and Lakeshore. Shout out to Franchise. He took over the spot. It's doing numbers now.
They got food over there?
Oh yeah, they got a kitchen that's open. So yeah, definitely. And ain't no cover charge.
Over there. Yeah.
So we're going to do that. But you have been officially tuned in to the vibe on there. Mr. Deeds, the open mic king. Make sure you look above my head if you watch it. And subscribe. Follow, subscribe, vibe. Make sure you do that. We'll be back next week. Like I said, I got Arlene Peterson and Tammy Crutchfield. They're going to be in here talking to you. It's going to be a great show, man. If you have pains and ills and you need help, if you have any type of cancer or anything, you want to listen to this show because they're going to talk to you about different and alternative ways that'll help you feel a lot better. So definitely make sure you tune in. This is The Vibe on Air. Mr. D's Open Mic King. You can follow us every Thursday by going to Facebook, The Vibe on Air. Instagram, The Vibe on Air. YouTube, The Vibe on Air. Snapchat, The Vibe on Air. Mixler, The Vibe on Air. Periscope, The Vibe on Air. Twitter. I really ain't got no Twitter yet, man. I still ain't got no Twitter. I ain't gonna get no Twitter though. I don't want to. Do any people be on Twitter? Well, I got Periscope, so it's kind of on Twitter. I'm gonna change the name. It'll be on Twitter. But we'll be back next week. Make sure y'all tune in. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties earlier. So what? It's an internet radio show. It's an internet talk show. Things happen. Times get skewed. Kill yourself. No, don't do that. Stay alive and watch The Vibe. We'll be back next week. Peace, Negroes. Tell your mama I said hi.